Welcome back. So in this lecture, we are going to be discussing ChatGPT for everyday life. What are the current changes that are happening and what are some potential future changes that are happening and how will they affect how we go about our everyday? So first of all, and this has probably become obvious to you already, current changes are huge. The way we approach pretty much everything digitally is changing. First of all, specific information. When we talk about finding information online nowadays, thanks to ChatGPT, we are talking about asking for the information and being given that information. This is such a game changer because normally, or just recently, if you will, if you want to look at the technological scope, whenever you were looking for information, you had to Google it. Go to a search engine, hope that you put the right keywords in there, search through multiple sources, and then have a one-way conversation. That is, you get a wall of text, you read through all the text and you search for what you're looking for. With ChatGPT, you are finding information in a conversational manner. That means you simply ask for what you're looking for, you get a reply. If there's something additional that you need or that you don't understand, you ask for it and you're being given it. Finding specific information using conversations rather than one-sided information sources, that is night and day. ChatGPT has forever changed the way we approach finding information. And the next is, of course, content creation. Creating big articles is no longer difficult. It has become available to everyone. Of course, this creates new problems and you have to ask yourself, well, now, if it's not only for writers or professional or very knowledgeable bloggers who can create really long articles, what does it mean that everyone is available to create a lot of content? Well, basically what it means is that we're making these search engines and websites even more obsolete. It means that going into the internet, Googling what you're looking for, and going into different articles is becoming a thing of the past. Why? Because everyone is able to create a ton of information now from ChatGPT. So rather than scrolling through other people's ChatGPT responses, you could create your own response from ChatGPT and get that information directly. So things like SEO is going to completely change. Websites probably still going to be around because you need somewhere to sell them, but how people find your website, that is going to absolutely change. Creativity has completely changed. Now, it doesn't matter if it's creativity for art. You could create fantastic poems, but also when it comes to brainstorming, if you're looking for a startup, you can have ChatGPT give you a ton of ideas. If you have an issue within your business, within your everyday life, within your relationship, within your health, there you should talk to a physician about that. You can get a ton of ideas, creative ideas on how to approach them. This is happening now. And of course, we have automations and chatbots is nothing new. And we already know about AI types like we have Apple Siri, we have Amazon's Alexa. These aren't very good today. But what do we think will happen when we get Siri 2.0, for example? When Alexa becomes their new AI upgraded with functions like ChatGPT, we're looking at a whole new world. And beyond chatbots, automation, we are looking at having data analysts just get a script created from ChatGPT that's going to remove duplicates within their data. We can have huge pieces of text translated in no time. We can have code written in no time. We can even have ChatGPT suggest how we can use multiple softwares to automate more things in our everyday life. And this is things happening right now. So now, of course, the big question is, these things are developing, they are changing. What do we have to look forward to in the future? While it's, of course, all speculation, some of the potential future changes that we're looking at is, first of all, advanced content creation. And this is so exciting. When we're talking about advanced content creation, we're talking about ChatGPT being able to write whole books with a single prompt. Currently, there is a cap on how much text it can take in and how much text that it can put out per prompt. We're also looking at getting images generated, and while that exists already, we have Midjourney, for example, we have DALL-E. They're not very good and they're not integrated yet with the big AIs like ChatGPT, but they will definitely be. But in the future, we're also looking at using AI to create videos. Imagine completely animated videos from your prompt alone. We're looking at animating huge scenes in VR, virtual reality, and AR, augmented reality. We will be able to create pretty much anything that we can experience by a single prompt. So all forms of content creation will be changing. So imagine what that is going to be doing for YouTube, for example, when suddenly everyone has the ability to create super high quality creative videos, which they then can add in an AI prompted voice over, and you have AI just completely outsourcing the entire video content sphere. Big changes are coming, no doubt, and content creation is one of those areas that I believe will be the strongest afflicted. And if you are a digital marketer, a content creator, a social media manager, we need to understand that deeply and start adapting early. And then we have real-time language translation. Now imagine, rather than having a translator with you, you can have ChatGPT with you, so you can speak in real time and have ChatGPT translated in real time. These aren't technologies that are very far away. They are being worked on as we speak. But that also means that a job, like for example a translator, they will soon be obsolete. Or rather, if you upskill, you will have to learn how to program and use these translator services instead. The next thing is going to be accurate predictions. So what happens to the stock market when we stop investing with our feelings, which most people do whether we think we're objective or not, and we start having deep analytical data? And most people start making decisions from analytical, predictive data rather than their feelings. That means that the stock market is going to become so much more reliable, which also makes it, in a sense, less reliable, because then we start predicting real patterns. But if everyone can predict those patterns, what is going to happen with the general stock market, like the S&P 500 and all of the big ones? We don't know what's going to happen, but we know that there will be big changes. And of course, search engines, they will be a thing of the past. Even recently now, Bill Gates have gone out and he has said that Google will disappear, Amazon will disappear, because there's no reason whatsoever to go to a search engine to search for what you're looking for and have to do the manual labor of going through different sources to find your info when you can have ChatGPT find it for you. We just spoke about this, but confirming that this isn't just my opinion and prediction, even Bill Gates has gone out publicly with this. So that means that we already now need to start considering things like, if you're selling on Amazon FBA, how is that going to affect you? If you have a website that is heavily invested in SEO, how is that going to affect your future traffic if people stop searching on Google? So what are the benefits we're looking at here? First of all, the benefit of having ChatGPT and AI in our everyday life is that it is so convenient. That means that pretty much all of the questions we have, all of the issues we're facing, the decisions that needs to be made, we can use ChatGPT, which will for most of us be accessible from our phone in our pocket. We can ask ChatGPT and get an answer and get guidance and get exactly what we're looking for in no time. It's the most convenient tool ever. It's extremely time effective, whether you're looking at automating something or you need to create something. It could be the very mundane things like, what are you gonna have for lunch? ChatGPT, these are the ingredients that I have available. Give me a nice recipe. And there you go, huge time saver. Or if you need to create tasks for your job or for your school kids, or if you need to write a piece of code, ChatGPT can do all these things for us in no time. A massive time saver. It's way more personal. That means that when you have an issue, when you have a decision to make, rather than looking for basic templates online and searching for that information, you can get direct responses. Now again, let's say that you need a savings plan. Well, rather than looking at average and general templates for saving plans, you can put in the full context of your situation and have ChatGPT generate multiple scenarios for different saving plans for you, just like we have done earlier in this course. And availability. ChatGPT never sleeps, unlike humans. That means that whenever we have a problem in whatever time zone in the world, for whatever customer, when you have a global business, ChatGPT is always available for you and always available for your closest people. When we start looking at what the future applications is of this for mental health, that is huge. We are looking at potentially saving lives down the line, and that is a beautiful future. In the end, the application of ChatGPT is almost endless. And remember, right now it is AI that is generating text, but in the future it won't just be generating text. It's going to be generating images from our prompts. It's going to be generating videos. It's going to be generating augmented reality, virtual reality, and whatever next step that is going to be coming up in technology, ChatGPT will catch up and get access to it. We are looking at massive changes in the future. And while this is very exciting, no doubt, and will change many things, the real question is going to be, and this is where the potential danger lies, is how is it going to affect your job, your income? While we're only speculating, there are a couple of things that we can start having a deeper look at and start making assessments about and looking at. Maybe you need to upskill right now. Maybe you will be completely safe. Maybe the way that you are working now will simply change. Let's talk more about this in the next lecture. It's an important one. See you there.